everyone, I am back with a Tidbit tutorial today. I got a question from Rachel. Hi Rachel. And she had sent me a message asking me if I could come up with my little notepad cover with the pen for a pad size that is 3.5 by 5.25 and 1/4 inch thick. So I had to play around with some math measurements. I actually got the first set of measurements wrong going width-wise. It was too short in the back. But it's because I forgot to add the section where the pen loop folds over and attaches to the back. I forgot to add that measurement in the back. So the correct measurements are... she had asked me how I came up with the formula, how I figured out the measurements for the pad, so that's what I'm here to actually show you guys. So if you've got some kind of odd size pads, you'll be able to figure out how to measure to get the cover to fit. Now, the only thing that you have to work around the pen size. So it kind of depends on the size of your little pens, and the ones I buy are 3/8 of an inch in diameter. So that's how I know that my pen loop size needs, all the scoring needs to be at 3/8 of an inch. And then it fits nice and snug right here. It's not too tight, it doesn't tear the cardstock, but it doesn't fall out either. It's not going to go anywhere. So you kind of have to figure out your pen loop according to your pen size. So since mine is 3/8 of an inch, that's what I go by. I don't have any other pens to go by, just those. These I get at Party City, if you guys were wondering. They come in a pack of 10. There's a few different colors, and they're like $2.99. So sometimes you can find little pens at the Dollar Tree, and they're the same width in diameter, actually. So those will work too. Okay, so figuring out how to cut the cardstock and whatnot. You want to take your pad size, she said it was 3.5 wide, and you want to add either 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch, so there's a little bit of room around the pad. I always add 1/8 of an inch, so that's the measurements that we're going to do. So that would bring my front cover size to 3 5/8. Then you want to do the height of the pad, which she said was 5.25, and so my length is actually 5 3/8. Okay, so we know the length is going to be 5 3/8 no matter what, because that's the length of the pad. Now our width is where you have to play with some math and do some adding of fractions and stuff like that. But if you add them with your ruler, it's a lot easier. I just kind of count the notches over as I'm going and then land on the number that I need. So that's how I do my math. Because I'm not great at math. So 3 5/8 is our front cover piece. That's where we're going to make our first score mark, is at 3 5/8. Then you're going to add 3/8 of an inch, and that's for this little pen size here. Then you're going to add another 3/8 of an inch, okay, and make another score mark. So you should have 3 score lines, and I'll go over where the score lines are on the bottom. Then, for your back cover, you need to add another 3/8 of an inch, but you're not going to score. So you just need to add that plus your front cover, whoops, over here, plus your front cover. So you have to add 3/8, then you have to add another 3 5/8, which gives you a 4-inch cover in the back. So you add all of this together, and you get 8 3/8 of an inch in width. So this is going to be 8 3/8 wide. Now when she measured the pad, it was 5 1/4, so we added 1/8 of an inch just to give that little bit of a border around it, and that's going to be 5 3/8 high. Okay, so there's our width and our height. So when you're scoring, you're going to do your first score mark is going to be the width of your pad plus a little, you know, 1/8 of an inch. So for this one, it was at 3 5/8. Then our next score mark at 3/8 of an inch is going to be at 4. So we score it at 4. Then we go over another 3/8 of an inch and score it at 4 3/8. Then that's when you're going to take your cover. And actually, when you first score this, it's going to be like this when you're scoring. So it's actually going to be kind of backwards when you're scoring. Then when you're done scoring, you want to fold against the score line, so you're going to flip it over, and then that's when you're going to fold it on all of your score marks. Okay, so then your middle score mark, and this is all in the notebook tutorials, but just for sake of the tidbit, when you score it in half, that's when you're going to make your little snip marks for your pen holder. And then that's when you push that part in, you push your pen loop out, and then you fold that, and then your pad cover should meet up with your back cover, just like that. So this is why we need that 3/8 of an inch on the back, because of where the pen loop is actually going to attach to the back of the cover. So yeah, that's why this is 3 5/8 plus 3/8 here. So that is how I come up with my math formulas. If there's an easier way for you guys to do it, by all means, go do it. If not, I hope this helps you guys figure out some of your math. If you want to do a pad size that I have not done, you can venture out and try to do it. So, like I said, copy on some, or practice. I practice on copy paper before I do cardstock, just because I don't want to ruin a bunch of cardstock. So that's a little tip for you. It really helps. When you're scoring the copy paper or the printer paper, or even notebook paper if that's what you have, just score lightly so you don't tear the paper, and that way, you know, you can try your folds and stuff. So I hope this helps you guys, and I hope I explained it okay. If there's any questions, you know, about anything that I did, or you think I left something out, let me know in the comments or message me, and I will fix it. So enjoy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!